You're tired of guessing, aren't you? One week, you're out of tomatoes. The next, you've got a damn salsa factory rotting in the walk-in. And let's be honest, you're the only one who knows how to order, right? That's not power, that's prison. In this video, I'll show you how to break out of that jail cell and build systems so rock solid anyone on your team can order like a pro, and do it without blowing your budget. Hey there, Restaurant Pro. This is Dave Scott Peters, restaurant expert, coach, and creator of the Restaurant Prosperity Formula. Today, we're going to talk about how to stop over and under ordering food and stop being the only person who can do it right. Let's talk about why guesswork isn't noble, it's expensive. You're not a hero because you just know what to order. You're flying blind with someone else's money. And spoiler, that someone is you. Let's talk about one of my members, Nicole. Okay, Nicole. Well, she used eyeball ordering for her Coca-Cola orders. No system, no sales tracking, just vibes, man. When she finally sat down with her husband and reviewed the numbers, they realized they were losing money on soda, of all things. The fix? Systems. They adjusted prices, tightened up discounts, and built a sales-based ordering method. Now it turns out it runs smoothly. And Nicole isn't chained to the task. She's got managers who can do it. So the real problem is no systems equal no delegation. If your ordering process is locked inside your head, congrats, you made yourself indispensable and, well, miserable. You can't teach what doesn't exist. If your manager can't step in and order food without you, that's not on them. That's on the lack of systems. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine this. You leave town for a week and finally you get to take a break. You've earned it. And by Saturday, your phone is blowing up. The kitchen's out of chicken. The walk-ins, they've got way too much dairy in them. Your GM doesn't know what to order. Why? Because you never built the process. So now, your vacation looks like, well, you're answering crisis texts in between bites of overpriced resort toast, right? Not exactly paradise, huh? What a system actually looks like is this. Let's break it down. One, we're going to set up a par level sheet, right? Par level sheet. That says you need to have this much product on hand in order to make it over the next whatever number of days. If it's an early week order, it's going to be a smaller number. If it's going into a weekend, it's going to be a larger number. Second, you're going to need a count sheet to track what you actually have, right? We know what we need to have. Now we need to count what's actually on the shelves. Now, it's a simple formula. The par on hand equals what you need to order, right? If we take what we have on hand, subtract it from the par, we know what to order. Pretty simple. Now, it's not as that simple because you have to have some understanding of the product now it's ordered. Because I can't order a quarter case of, say, carrots if they come only by the case. So we need to know what the order unit is. And we need to order accordingly. And yes, of course, we need a budget. If you've been following me for any length of time, we know that a budget is critical. That way we can give up ordering without giving up our checkbook. This ties into another system that I teach called the Restaurant Checkbook Guardian. Again, allows you to give up ordering without giving up your checkbook. You're in control. Now, think about this. When it comes to food and trying to reduce our food cost and set ourselves up for ordering, we have got to reduce spoilage. Let me think about it this way. One of my members implemented a prep sheet for every station. It's one we teach. It is very simple. It is a clipboard system. You don't need any fancy software for it. Just that small move drops spoilage by 20%. That's not theory, that's results. That's money in the bank and chaos off your plate because everybody knows what you need to be producing. If I don't produce too much and it's at risk to be stolen, wasted, spoiled, I can reduce my food costs. I can order within my par levels. See, if I overorder, or I should say I order produce, and I'm throwing away product like the salsa example I gave at the beginning because now it's bubbling up like soda, Well, the fact of the matter is that loses you money, and you keep ordering product and replacing it and doing the same dumbass thing week after week, producing too much product, and you have to order for that same dumbass mistake. Look, I'm going to tell you this. You don't need to be a math wizard. You need to be a leader with a system. Once you've got that ordering food into a system, that can become anybody's job. And your job, well, that's to be the visionary. Not a walking calculator with a clipboard. Systems are the first domino to getting your life back. So let's knock that sucker over. Be sure to join me live every Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific time on YouTube, travel schedule permitting, where I'll get you pumped about the upcoming weekend, get you excited about crushing your goals and finding the motivation to be best you possible. Plus, I'll answer your burning questions live.